Hello, friends. I figured that since I have been failing majorly and epically at my commitment to actually making some type of talking video lately, figured I'd jump on it a little bit earlier in the day so that I don't have the same problem. So here we are. Basically, this week is interesting because it's the first full week of December. The first full week of the last month of the year. And that means we're pretty close to Christmas. We're pretty close to New Year's Eve. We're pretty close to 2019, and that's pretty weird to me. Now that I've said pretty that many times. Empty filler words. I think that this year has been pretty alright. There have been some parts of it that really were not alright for me, but that has been a thing most years of my teenage and early adult life. So it is what it is. I should expect it. That's part of being an adult, part of being a person, really. It's just when we're younger, I think we don't notice as much. If we had a pretty good life, we don't notice the rough patches for as long as when we're older and we're more aware of what they mean and what they look like. Which maybe is an overanalyzation of it, but I do think that in my case, I became far more aware of problems that were connected to me, as well as problems that other people were having when I became maybe 16, 17, 18. When I was that age. And it became more obvious to me as I went through college, and then after college, what else are you going to think about besides people's problems? Which is really terrible to say. But with all that being said, 2018 has been okay. And we are nearing the 2-year mark of this thing happening, which is really weird to me. And obviously it has become something very different than when it started. We've talked about that before, but I'm not gonna say it's gonna be different than this for a while, because I don't think I can commit to that right now. But if anything, it's remaining a commitment that I'm making to myself that I'm following through with, and people who know me would probably agree that I have trouble following through with commitments that don't involve other people. If it's just me, I'm pretty bad at that. So that's why I don't stop doing this, because I'd feel like I was failing myself, even if it's for some shallow talk to a cell phone or look down the lens of a camera type situation. It's still me committing to something and sticking with it, and I think that's important enough for me to stay with it for the next 2 years, no matter what that ends up looking like. And I don't know what next year at this time will look like at all, because I won't be living here, nor will I be living with the person I have been living with for the last 2 years. So who knows? It's a wide open frontier, and it's a little scary. Actually, it's very scary. But that's the way it is, and that's the way it's going to continue to be. So here's to strong end to 2018.